Fuck, it's as hot as it looks. Today we're gonna be doing some road glide shit. I'm building mid controls.
Holy fucking shit, Jesus!
What's up, folks? Like I said a little bit ago, earlier in the video, that was 2 seconds ago, that you already saw, and here we go again. Anyways, like I was saying, we're working on mid controls for a bagger. They're going to be floorboard mid controls. I'm building the controls in mid control position, but the floorboard's going to mount to the stock floorboard parts. But it's our floorboard, so our floorboards are adjustable. You can have them in stock position, or you can bring them back 2 inches and they're up 3/4 of an inch. So they set you into like a Dyna feeling mid control, but the stock controls, they're a little far forward. You still got to move your feet up for the brake pedals. So I made a new brake pedal. This is purely a prototype. This is supposed to be scanned and then put into production and look like a production piece. I made it just to get these points right here, but production is super backed up, so that's probably not going to happen until the end of the year. So I need to run this thing for now, because we're heading out for a show next week. We're going to Four Corners next week, and if you're going to be there, come see us, because we're going to be throwing the after party at the garage downtown Saturday night after the flat tracks. After the KRUESI Originals World Championship mini bike flat track races go down, after parties downtown come down. It's going to be wild. But so what I did, back to this. This is a shift shaft for an FXR that we got from FXR Division. I machined off about this much of it to make it the right length for an M8 Softail shift shaft, which I'm going to build a shifter. I'm going to have to weld a shifter mechanism, build it off the back of this. We machined it down, machined that inner and outer primary, welded this guy in. So now I have a stationary sumbitch or something. The outer primary is at the powder coater right now. We have a 1-inch bung that's on the inside of this that this slips into, so the O-rings seal, so everything will be sealed up. It's welded on both sides back here. Mostly, didn't want to overheat this and warp this at all, so it's welded around here and then fully welded on the inside. I got to press the bushing out of this and press the bushing into the back side of this. I'll do that later today. But first off, I'm going to set up the brake side. This is our floorboard, the KRUESI Originals floorboard. They're built aluminum, some fancy built aluminum. I don't know what to tell you the name of it is, but they are adjustable. This is stock position. This is back in mid control position. We also have a mount. We're trying to find someone to help us develop titanium plates that we'll sell later that will bolt on here so you can throw sparks when you hit turns too hard. It'll be dope. This is a foot hook in place right here. This is for your shoe. To hook, you got toe hooks. These are treaded. This is actually, you wouldn't be hooking your right side, but on the left side you'll get the point when I show you. It's all set up for stunt riding. It's set up for just comfort riding. It's the all-around actual performance part for a Harley-Davidson bagger. I'm gonna start by putting that shit on. I gotta put this whole thing back together. I kind of gotta remember how to do it too, because I've only done it once. Here we go. Grab a lot of medications. Yeah, you bring me a shoe. Fuel them out. Old clearance is real small right now. That side's done. I'm gonna eat something and then move on to the other side. The other side I have to build stuff. This side I just assembled stuff. Bike assembler, bike builder, two different things. Knocking the old bushing out. And I'm gonna press it back into the other side with just a socket. Stepped to the bushing. Curiouser and curiouser. Son of a bitch. Well, that is the situation. Wish would have noticed that before I could have machined it on the goddamn lathe. I don't know how I can remedy that. I can try and just drill it and press that thing down in there. I get some vernier calipers and do this properly. Oh, this was just a tiny bit smaller. Dirty bastard. 625. Oh, they're the exact same size. That was not good.
So whatever front sprocket you have, usually in a kit it comes with front. It's not what to do. We later trying to get it dialed, but
Made it happen. It's gonna work now. Oh, that son of a bitch.
yeah, I mean, we're not taking any work until the end of November, but we can see if we can in order.
Get me an inner primary seal for this thing.
Yeah.
The little one?
Oh, the one for the back of the bearing?
Yeah.
It should be the same one that we ever do.
Tape measure. Five and 3/4. Answer the fucking phone! Go ahead and turn the f***ing gas on. Marks and shit in there. That is how cheap this casted rat shit aluminum is that Harley-Davidson uses. Full of holes. Garbage. I'm gonna go spray paint this muff. I got Harley-Davidson texture black spray paint. It's real expensive, but it works real nice. Good at filling in holes. clearance back there. We got those little wave spring washers that go on the back side of the primary on the shift shaft in our early model. That's pretty good. I'm gonna put it all back together again and kind of mark this out where I want it to be. And then drill it, and then I'll shape the top of this how I want it to be. I'm going to have to shape this guy to make it rotate properly. It's pretty good. Let's give her a little mock-up and hopefully not get my hands in the paint. Ooh, would you look at that shit, dog? I got a shifter. And it moves all the way it's supposed to, all that good stuff. That's pretty damn exciting. I'm gonna get shift linkage off my dyna and mark this shit up. Man. Oh yeah, dude, it's fucking dialed. So, it's not really a good way to mark that. I made this thing extra tall so it has more leverage, because this thing stock shifted really, really hard and I really didn't like it. So the shorter I make this, the worse that's gonna get, I feel. So I made this, that's why I made my own. I could have ran a dyna one down here, but it would have been about this much shorter. I just don't think I would have had the leverage to shift this not so smooth shifting transmission like I want it to. Yeah, I'm gonna drill a hole there. I'm gonna shape and paint that and assemble some things. This will be nice. I don't have the outer primary, it's out of powder coater, but everything else is here. This is the breather I built. So these come stock with a little breather hose that comes out here to regulate pressure for inside the primary. But as soon as you do a wheelie, all the primary fluid starts pouring out of this. So I just tapped it to 1/8 inch MPT. It's got an AN fitting in it, brake line style. This is just a 22 inch brake line that I'm gonna run up into the frame, kind of up over the front of the motor, just to keep it, it'll flow back down in there hopefully, and it won't have enough to pour out anywhere. Most likely, anyways. Next, I'm gonna put a new seal in here, because I'm pretty sure I beat the shit out of that one, taking it off and on. I'm gonna clean this surface up with some Scotch-Brite, which I just so happen to have right here. Homemade shifter. It's always the test, like you get all this stuff done and you mock it up a bunch of times, and then you measure and you measure and you take it apart, and then you go to put it together and hope to God everything works. I hope I was right. Usually am. I've learned enough over the years to spend a lot of time mocking it up. A lot of time like running it through your head, pretending. Hey guys, this is kind of where we're going to stop for today. I've got all this set up and we're going to pick back up tomorrow, hopefully whenever the primary comes back from powder coat, because I want you guys to see the finished product. So this is, I can put the clutch in and stuff right now too, but I don't want that thing dripping oil everywhere, so I'm going to let it set. It's soaking in ATF right now, and then we're going to set all this up. I got to get a different shift linkage too. This is off my dyna. I'm going to have old Butch make me something custom, and I'm going to keep plugging away, just like, you know, buttoning up some things. I got to bleed the front brakes, put the blinkers back on. But other than that, we'll be back tomorrow. Today, we're going to finish off this Road Glide, because I got the primary back from powder coat. She's ready. You see this? That's a shaft. Machine this guy out, it's tapered on the inside so that the FXR shift shaft that we machined down and welded into the inner primary slides right on this guy. Hopefully, I have not tried this yet. It's got O-rings on it, so everything will seal. This is fitted to that. Come on, baby. Just line up for me, please, Jesus. Oh! Oh! Fuck. Fucking bolted right up there, didn't she? That's fucking almost as nice as a new kitty. Well, there it is. I'm gonna put some bolts in it. I'm gonna put some fluid in it, and then I'm gonna put some floorboards on it. Then I'm gonna put a shifter on it, and you're gonna see the world's first mid-control floorboard bagger ever. Watch this. Let me find my hardware.
I'm calling your addictive friend. Say you will, yeah. I'm causing the obsessive
system out of this bike, and their CAN buses, you're like, you can't do anything with the CAN bus system, it'll never work, which is, I've come to find, is complete fucking bullshit all the way around. Honestly, you can pretty much do anything to them you did a normal electrical system. You might have a sensor from it fucking pulling a weird ground, but everything works the exact same. I don't have any check engine lights or any of that stuff. I did, however. Primary is a little louder now that it has a shift shaft going through it. I can kind of hear it like it's resonating. I do, however, my motherfucking fuel gauge doesn't work, and my speedo, my tach, and my cruise control don't work. But they haven't worked since I got this bike. I need to take it in and kind of figure out what that is. But I also don't have a lot of the old data ports and things that you need to check that stuff. So other than that, I think I'm stoked. I'm ready to ride it. I'm gonna go ride it around the block. I'm gonna ride around the block slowly because I made the fender really, really tight, and I need to make sure the tire's not gonna expand into the fender. So probably about 60 miles an hour, and I can't put a helmet on because my neck's still fucked off. So that's good. I'm gonna go slow. Cross your fingers. Comment down below if you think I make it back or not. Comment down below if you've seen the video of me high-siding this. Man, I bet some dildo that put my fucking front end on didn't plug the fucking headlights in. If anybody can imagine who put the fucking fairing on. Oh my god, I smashed my nuts really hard. So, I may have clutched up a wheelie. Watch out for Drunky here behind me. Hey, you old drunk bastard, how you doing? Yeah, good to see you. Watch out for the truck. Anyways, I did a wheelie. I pulled back here, I was riding it, I just stopped and I just did a little rod to see what it would do, and it went blop, and it came right up, and I went, all right, I can do this. So I came out in the street and I just rolled back into it with my ass, keep my neck nice and safe, and went, yeah, and it fucking came right up, and I rode a wheelie down Cave Creek Road. It's been like 4 months, dude, since I rode a wheelie on a Harley-Davidson. Kind of scared the shit out of me, I'm gonna be real honest with you, and I smashed my nuts on the seat really fucking hard. I came down too hard, but I also got to test out the fender struts. Didn't look like I touched them at all. Something's rattling in the back. I don't know what the that is. I think it's maybe one of the bags is a little loose. The front brakes are aggressive as hell, dude. They're gnarly. They're so sensitive. Like I can feel every one of the cross drills and the wave, and it's like you can feel that shit. It's pretty intense. It feels good. It rips. Having no cush drive, a clutch, and a chain, it just comes right up. This is gonna be an easy bike to wheelie now. I think I can. I'm back, dude. I'm coming back. January. One more X-ray and I'm gonna be back. I'm not gonna ride this fucking thing anymore though, because I'm gonna ride wheelies on it. There's no way. I'm gonna get away from doing that. Anyways, oh god damn, I didn't even got to talk about this shit. This right here, I just put this on. This is Elite Moto. This is their new lever for the new shit. It's the short one. They only have short and long now, which long is still short, but this is a true 2-finger, so it doesn't hit. See, it doesn't hit my knuckles down here. Like for riding long distance stuff like that, everyday stuff, this isn't the most ideal lever, but for drifting and getting down to business, this is the one, because you're working the clutch so much, and when it's hitting these fingers, it sucks. You can one finger this thing real easy too, just yup. And I got a heavy clutch in this. I put heavy springs in it. I put a Screaming Eagle. What clutch is in this thing? It's like a carbon clutch. I don't remember which one it is. It still has a diaphragm spring in the back, which kind of sucks, but it does have a bigger friction surface, and it has heavier springs, which I didn't want heavy springs because I don't want to wear my old arm out here, but this thing feels really, really good. Elite Mototech, these are on our website. You can get them all kinds of makes, colors, everything there is out there. They own the patent on this. They are the originators of this. Everybody else is just basically ripping it off. So these are the dudes. This lever is fucking phenomenal. And they're on our website. We're a straight up sponsored dealer of theirs now. So we get their shit right now. It's basically going to ship out to you same day. So check them out. Other than that, I got nothing else to say. Thanks to sponsors that got in on this. Legend Suspension, of course, they're the shit. The arcs, the revo-arcs, also on the website. Dopest shit I've ever rode. I love them. They're on all of my motorcycles, all of our stuff. They are the business. Saddleman. This is a custom KRUESI original Saddleman. We sell these out of the shop. It's tuck and roll, tri-gripper, lock you in nice and tight. This is my seat. I love it. I run nothing but Saddleman. They're my favorite. We've got KRUESI original Skynet rims on here. Stealth exhaust. I don't run anything else but Stealth either. They make good power. I like the way they fit. I love the polished version. It looks super pimp. This thing sounds nasty. You guys have heard it. Geezer Glide hooked it up with the trees. I built the rest of the front end. It was a very, very inexpensive kit, and I've got a really nasty inverted front end. The thing feels phenomenal. And I came like limiter out of a wheelie. Like when I say I rode a wheelie, I got it to just about balance point and ran out of RPMs type wheelie. It wasn't good, so I set it down hard and was like, there goes my fender. But it took it, dude. It took it like a pre-runner hitting a fucking big whoop in the dirt. Got Brembos all around. That's that good shit. Green Brothers Designs, they're making me a custom shift linkage for this, for that one-off, for that setup that I built over there. I don't have that yet. I'll probably have that in Four Corners when we go up there for the Four Corners rally. What else, man? I don't even think, I think that's it. Everything else on this bike is KRUESI Originals. KRUESI Originals wheels, KRUESI Originals rotors, KRUESI Originals chain drive kit, KRUESI Originals saddlebags, KRUESI Originals fender, license plate bracket, fucking subframe, side covers, derby cover, floorboards. I forgot about the goddamn floorboards. Brake pedal, shifter assembly. The headlight kit is a big bear. Somebody forgot to plug it in. I can't fucking believe that shit, but fancy shit over here. Santor Fabworks cage. I got to get different blinker covers. I'm probably gonna ride down a Ramjet and see if they. I just want clear ones, so it looks clean and clear. I haven't found anything that I like for this bike yet. What do you think, man? I think we're done. I'm done with this bike for now, for this season anyways. The next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get into the motor and I'm gonna port the front head down into the case again so it doesn't fill up full of oil and wheelies. We're gonna tackle that situation. We're gonna make new head breathers, and I'm gonna cam it, probably something mild, S&S 475 or something like that, and leave it at 107. I want it to be a smooth. I want to stunt ride the thing, and I want to long trip it, and I want to shred canyons on it. I want it to be good for everything. And a bunch of motor is only good for like 1 or 2 things. That shit sucks. So we're gonna do that and just keep, I don't know, making parts. But for now, I'm gonna go finish the stunt tail right now because we just got the wheels in. So that's my next project. So stay posted. KRUESI Originals, KRUESIOriginals.com, KRUESI Originals on Instagram. We kind of look at Facebook, but I probably won't even answer you on there because I haven't looked at it in years. Let's be honest, it sucks. Like, subscribe, tell a friend. Thank you so much. Peace. Code KRUESI for 15% off these.